Are you tired of renting? Do you have a landlord that never fixes anything? Are you tired of just not owning your own home? Well, I'm Felicia Harvey with eXp Realty, and I have a few things that can help you. Now for the tricky part, to save money, because we know that is so easy. So you can expect to put between 3% and 5% of the purchase price down for your deposit. This can vary, that is just an estimate. If you need help finding a lender, I have several favorites that could definitely help you. So just reach out to me and I can give you that list. Now that only includes the down payment. That does not include closing costs, which will be fees from the title company, fees from your lender, insurances, survey appraisal prices. And so talk to your lender, make sure that you get like an estimated sheet of those prices so that you know what you'll be working with. So next is the credit score. You'll want to make sure that you're not using more than 25 to 30% of your available credit. That will help your score to stay on the higher range. Also, to have a USDA loan, you will need at least a 640 credit score. Each lender will have different criterias. They're pretty close and similar. So just call around and see which lender works best for you with the programs that they have. But if you need help working on your credit, I do know some companies that can help. I do have some tips and tricks, well, not really tricks, but tips that can help you build your credit. If you're looking to speed it up, I do have a contact information for a guy who can help you with your credit. I've heard he's a miracle worker, so just reach out and I can give you that information. But your credit is very important, and so you will want to make sure not to have any late payments at all, because that is a major part of your credit score. Don't close any new accounts. Don't open any new accounts. Don't buy a car when you're trying to buy a house. Those types of things. Another important part is to get pre-approved with a lender. You want to speak to a lender because you're going to want to know how much you get approved for, how much you can afford for a house. They'll be able to run numbers, give you monthly payments. You'll be able to decide what works best for you. It's fun to shop around, but it's sad that when you love a house and maybe it's not in your budget. You thought it could be, but with the lenders and with restrictions with COVID, maybe it didn't work out that way. So it's very important to get pre-approved. Let's see what you're working with so you can stay in that budget and you can see what's in the market and see if maybe you need to save a little longer, work on your credit a little longer, or if you're ready to shop right now. Okay, so once you're pre-approved and you know your budget, now it is time to make that list, that dream list of what do you want in your house? What can you afford realistically? Or what do you definitely do not want in a house? Because that is as important as what you want in a house. Remember, you can change just about anything in a home, but you cannot change the neighborhood. So remember that while you're looking. A realtor cannot tell you if a neighborhood is safe, good, or bad, but you can always pull stats. You can call the police station and get police reports for the area, and you can check those out yourself. I also recommend driving through those areas different times of days and nights on different days of the week just to see the different activity that's the yogurt. Oh, so you want to see the different activity in the neighborhood to make sure that is the right neighborhood for you, because again, you can change just about anything in a home, but you cannot change the area. And this is where I come in. How do you choose a realtor? Usually you choose a realtor by people referring them to you, by your sphere of influence. Usually, there are so many realtors out there. Usually, you either know one, you're related to one, or you know someone who knows one. So they're not hard to find, but it is hard to find a really good one that's going to be working for you, one that's going to be, especially in this market, going out and showing you houses as soon as they're on the market, who has an availability that's going to fit your schedule, who doesn't just work certain times and days, but that is open and flexible for you. Everybody is different. Everyone has different personalities. Everyone has different characters. So make sure the realtor you choose is going to work for you. That because you're going to spend a lot of time with them, you don't want someone who is going to frustrate you, who is not going to return your phone calls. So those are things to look at when you're searching for a realtor. And so if you are watching this and you are out of my area and you need help looking for a realtor, reach out to me. I can definitely help you find a good realtor in your area. Just message me. I would love to help you. And if you are in my area and you are looking for a realtor, I'd be happy to help you. And I'd be happy to refer anybody else to you if you don't want to work with me. So I have several amazing realtors that I know personally that do an amazing job. So just let me know how I can help you. Now, you find that house you like and you need to put an offer in. So at this point, if you probably are working with a realtor and they will put the offer in for you, they'll walk you through the process. In this market, you're not going to want a lot of contingencies, but you do want to protect yourself. So inspection periods, make them short, but get an inspector in there fast so you still have time to decide if this is the house for you. If there are things that maybe you're willing to fix or you're not willing to fix. So don't set yourself up to fail, but have a realtor that can get your inspectors in there quickly and give you time to decide if it's still the house for you or not. I would do an appraisal contingency for your safety. You also, because you don't want to be willing to pay more than you're willing to pay. If it appraises for what you offer, that's fantastic, but what are you willing to pay over that appraisal price, if anything? So make sure you do have that appraisal contingency in this market. Okay, so you're under contract, your offer was accepted, you've done your inspection, you've done the appraisal, you've gotten your survey. Don't be too stressed out and too busy to say, oh, we can skip the walkthrough, no big deal. Never skip your walkthrough. You don't know what has happened, and you want to make sure you know what you're buying right before your closing date. So either the night before or the day of closing, make sure you are doing your walkthrough so that it is move-in ready. And if there are any hiccups, things that are taken that weren't supposed to be taken, things that are left that weren't supposed to be left, make sure that you bring it up at the closing table before you sign any documents. Or you can get out of this contract, or that you can get money back, or you can get something for your troubles if they don't follow through with their word. So make sure, again, that you have people working for you, standing in the gap for you, and making sure that you are not getting taken advantage of. Again, my name is Felicia Harvey, and I'm with eXp Realty, and I really hope this helped you. And if you need help buying your first home, your second home, your fifth home, or your last home, I'd be happy to help. I know when we're renting, you think that you can't really save money to purchase a home. You feel like you're going to be renting forever. But you're actually paying more rent than you are for a mortgage payment normally. And it is a lot easier to be approved for a home than a lot realize. I've had several clients who didn't even know they would be approved. They just decided to go for it one day and they were approved and they bought a home. So don't let those numbers scare you. Just go to a lender and find out what you're able to do and what you need to work on. And if there are things you need to work on, don't let it discourage you. Reach out to me. I can help you make a list and keep you accountable for these things that maybe you need to cut back on things to save money, work on your credit, build that up. Never let any obstacles stand in your way. You can definitely become a homeowner.